Another day, another thought. Welcome all to another edition of the Double Thought Show. Hope you guys are doing amazing. As you guys know, I'm Archie here together with my co-host KR. KR, what's up, man?
It's going not pretty well, I would say. I would say it's eh, no, I cannot use the word.
All right.
Anyway, continue.
Yes. Okay, guys. Hey, thanks for everyone that's checking out this show. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It really helps us to get to our first goal, which is to get monetized. We get monetized, guys. Of course, we will be able to create better or at least produce better shows, higher quality shows. Like the show as well, and remember to comment. We really appreciate your comment in all the videos we do because we like to know what you think. We like to hear different opinions and thoughts, and perhaps you guys think that we miss out on certain, that our takes aren't complete or that we're missing out certain parts. So please feel free to react as well. We have a good one for you today, so stick around.
Yes, everyone. So I think we can start the show.
Where do we begin?
Yes, in today's show, we are going to be focusing on the theme. We talked about it already last week. Since then, a lot of things have happened. We're talking, of course, about Morant, also known as the NBA Billy the Kid.
Yes.
Since last week, Nike has released some sneakers, or the sneakers were already planned, and they were like, we're not gonna pull that one back. We're gonna take a look at how that went. In addition, we're going also to be we're gonna talk about accountability. As you might have heard, the police did a wellness check on Ja, and after a couple of tweets or a couple of stories, IG stories, people were concerned. The question is, was this all a setup? We're gonna be talking about that as well. So, guys, let us know. Do you think what you think about this whole self deletion cryptic message? Before we start typing now, and then you can also watch later, see what we think about it, and compare your thoughts. Anyway, RJ, you have something to say about this?
Yes, well, it was, I thought that after the show we recorded last week that we'd be done with this topic for now.
Yeah, thought so as well.
Uh, but yeah, as you mentioned, cryptic tweet that seemingly appeared as if it would be his last tweet was published, and I think he's removed it since then. But it caused officials to actually go to his house to check up on him.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there are other small things that we'll discuss in this show. So, but yeah, that would, that's I. But just to reiterate what I said, and then we can dive deeper into the topic. I didn't think that we'd be talking about uh, Ja so soon after last week. So
It is what it is. Sometimes people want that extra attention. And here at the Double Touch Show, we don't mind giving you that extra attention. Guys, well, before we continue, I think you have a disclaimer you want
yes,
to share with us?
yeah, guys. We have the disclaimer in the uh, text below, so check it out. That's the full disclaimer, but we like to dumb it down as well for those who don't like to read. Guys, we're not we don't give advice here. We just comment, and provide entertainment. So if you need advice, you're looking for life advice, no pun intended, we are not your gurus. Let's continue.
These gurus are going down these days, man. The streets is hot.
One by one.
One by one. Your gurus are looking bad out here, guys. Don't follow them blindly as well. That is not advice from me. This is just logical. Your
Yeah.
gurus are going down. Anyway, and another thing you said, people who don't like to read. What about those who can't read? Guys,
Bora! Hora do show!
it's showtime, guys. Some people cannot read, man. You gotta gotta be inclusive, you know. Anyway,
true.
guys, would you pay the light bills?
We can just continue, man. You don't need to react to everything. Let's go.
Oh man, Ja, yeah, it is. I think last time we talked, last week when we talked about it, we closed out with Ja basically releasing a statement saying, "I know I've disappointed a lot of people who've supported me. This is a journey, and I recognize there is more work to do. My words may not mean much right now, but I take full accountability for my actions. I'm committed to continuing to work on myself." Let's see if he has accountability, but that's later in the show. The second part of the show, we're gonna dive a bit deeper into this. RJ,
Yeah, we talked about this in the show of last week, where we questioned the realness of that quote, right? Did he actually mean it, or did he just write it because that was what he was supposed to do? And with him, I mean his PR manager. I saw something on IG. I don't think it's true. It's probably a joke.
the chat GPT thing. Guys, if you didn't know, so what RJ's referring to is that people were suggesting that let me share the screen with you guys again. That this message I just read, that it was created by Chat GPT. I hope it's not.
Well,
But I mean, these days you cannot say, you cannot exclude it from the table.
no, especially in Ja's case, because 2 months prior he made a similar. He published a similar message claiming that he was sorry, and 2 months later he's publishing it again. So of course people were doubting, are doubting, I have to say, the validity of this message. Does he really mean it? I don't think he does. But
Oh, wait a second. Oh, last week you were of. It seemed like you were more positive. I was the bad guy last week.
yeah, so I was
Was
no,
it? Was it the?
no, it's not like that.
Okay. Okay.
The thing is this. I think that no, you are of the opinion that he's done for. I'm
No, no,
saying,
no. I'm of the opinion that this is
yeah, that's what you believe.
yeah.
And I'm saying, I think Ja thinks that this is who he is.
So you're
But
saying he's living in a fantasy world.
I think you are what you believe, right? So I think he believes this is
Wait a second. Wait a second. You are what you believe.
you are what you believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
To you, like subject. I mean, so to him, he is that guy. But if you ask other people, let's say people who really are from the streets, they'll tell you that he's not that guy.
Mm.
They'll tell you that he's from a different, I mean, he's cut from a different cloth, and it's okay. But what I was referring to last week was that I think that I don't necessarily think that he's done for, in the sense that this is who he is. He can still change, but the change should have to come from within. And the change doesn't come a week after you've been caught doing something stupid. You know what I mean? So I think so that's what I meant to say, that it would take time. He can change, but he would really want to. So that's one thing. Now we're talking about something else. We're talking about, in this particular conversation, we're talking about the legitimacy of the text, whether he really means it or not. And I'm saying I don't think, or he meant it or not. And I'm saying I don't think he meant it, purely because there was the time span between the time that has passed between the incident and when he published it was too short. It's just like for example, if someone gets caught stealing, or not stealing, let's say cheating, and this person has been cheating for, let's say, 5 years. Do you think that because he got caught, he can actually feel sorry inside? Maybe he feels guilty, but maybe he feels ashamed. I think in Josh's case, he feels ashamed, but he doesn't feel guilty. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between shame and guilt. He's just ashamed that the thing got out. The video got out. That's what he's ashamed of.
You're saying I don't think he's ashamed. He has no shame. I don't think he's ashamed. Guys, let's continue. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Ja is ashamed about him brandishing the gun while playing NBA YoungBoy? Or is he that goon? That super goon that's missing in the NBA. The the plexico burst of the NBA. Guys, if you don't know, Plexico Burris popped himself in the leg when he was playing in the NFL. So maybe that's the future. But let's continue with the show. After the statement, of course, Nike is a for-profit business. So what did they do? They had a shoe lined up. They removed the majority of the shoes from the website.
His shoe.
His shoe, yes. Oh, so yes, I'm talking about Ja shoes. But they released a limited edition of his shoe on the Sneakers app, despite pulling the range of their from their website. And it had a bad worded description. I think it wasn't bad word. I think they put this on purpose. Someone was playing with that.
It was spot on.
It was spot on. Tirelessly. Busting the blicky. Cannot use the word by itself, but
you can use it because you can. I mean, it's shooting hoops. That's what it's
shooting hoops. Yeah.
And he's a he's a basketball player. So I think when he said tirelessly shooting, they thought of him, pulling up from the 3-point line, pulling off.
What is he pulling up? Is he pulling something out?
He's pulling. No, he's doing a different pull up and a different shooting. Pull up then.
Hey man, it's a shootout.
Let's pull up.
It's good. Anyway, guys, after the release, a lot of people thought the shoe was fire. Are they trying to buy it so they can resell it? Here's a couple of reactions to the release. People saying, JD Shop saying it's a fire shoe. Other people say, well, he didn't hurt anyone. Why not? Why not buy it? They want Ja to be bad boy, the bad boy of NBA. It's all staged. I think, but NBA wants to go a different route, not not specifically trying to make him the bad boy, but he thinks he should be the one. Backlash, dude is a legend, as they say here, guys. Let me zoom in a little bit more. People are actually they like the release, and so before you know, the shoe was sold out.
Amid controversy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
sold out. So
I mean, the shoes. People think the shoes are fire. I mean, they're cool shoes,
are
and
they firing?
or and the yeah. So they went out and bought it. I think we saw. I think that nothing from the how people have been behaving throughout the years has led me to believe that they would not purchase the shoes. uh I think people I think it's a culture thing as well. The NBA is linked to the, I mean, urban culture. You have the
Mhm.
urban wear, a lot of urban inspired style, and it's mutual, right? So the urban culture has inspired the NBA style, NBA fashion, but the other way around as well. I mean, we all can remember that. I mean, since 30 years ago, people were rocking the jerseys, the double XL jerseys. uh I mean, and it's still going on to this day. So I didn't think that they would not real they would I didn't think that the shoe would sell out as fast as it did, but I'm not surprised, if that makes sense. It even makes me think whether or not it was and guys, disclaimer, this is just a suspicion, sarcastically. Did Nike leak the video to boost sales?
Oh, Jesus. Nike saw the video and thought,
I've seen him do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, but
let's do it. Yeah.
just do it.
Just- Do you have inside sources, RJ?
I don't. I don't. I'm not a reporter, guys. I'm just here talking some.
Uh, it's just a joke.
Ish.
But yeah, you might. I mean, it seems like it's bothering no one, and they're like, okay, let's buy it, and let's hope maybe we can resell it. Actually, I did the same thing a couple of years ago, RJ.
Yeah. Did did
Yeah,
did he have another incident a couple of years ago?
yeah, a well-known guy,
AB.
AB. AB was going crazy in when he was signed by the Raiders, and he was
Great. Yeah, that was a very short stint.
that was I I blinked twice, and he was gone.
I'm
And then
free.
yeah, that was yeah.
Um,
Oh man, hey, I wish we had this podcast back then. No, it would have been great. He, do you remember he released the videos as well? Him running out.
in the
Yeah, the
garden.
free one. Yeah,
In the
running
garden,
out
yeah.
of his house. I'm finally free. Free for what? You just signed your biggest deal ever.
And
Anyway,
and he had his arms spread around like a bird, but it was more like a chicken because he couldn't fly.
yeah.
And he was just yelling, "I'm free." Yes.
Hey, great times, man. But yeah, Antonio was signed to the Raiders. He signed a free agent deal, I think, back then. Or was he traded? I'm not sure. But it was very short. But during that time, they released this Funko Pop. of him. And well, I guess they were expecting him to stay longer than 2 months. Otherwise, you wouldn't make a Funko Pop. It was this is crazy. He left the Raiders even I think even before the Funko Pops were produced. Well, they produced them, so they had to sell them. And he signed after with the Patriots. And I was like, I was looking by chance. I was looking on the Funko Pop site website, and I thought, you know what? I'll buy it just as a uh, as a souvenir for the time he spent. Actually, the whole year. That whole year was a crazy year. He went crazy in at the Raiders. Then he went to the Patriots and went crazy again. And he got dropped. So I'll never forget that season. But yeah, guys, to bring it back, a lot of people don't mind buying this stuff. Anything you want to add about this part of the show?
No, I think it's good. We can proceed to the next one.
Yeah.
Next
Because
segment.
the next one is a bit more dramatic. Ja went on IG and started dropping cryptic messages that he later delete, or maybe he deleted themselves because they only stay up for 24 hours. But yeah, he was dropping a couple of messages saying, "Love your moms, love your pops, you're the baby girl," basically to his daughter. And then he put bye. I guess some people thought he was putting the blicky up his mouth and try to meet the Lord or do the Lord's work, as they say. So they sent the police to him for a wellness check. It was so widely spread on the social media that even CNN Philippines had to, had to drop a message on this, saying the police performed a wellness check on Ja Morant after cryptic social media post. And they say he's fine. So let's take a look again at the posts he made. Basically showing love to moms, pops, his daughter, and then saying bye. RJ,
Yes. The videos, I can understand why they would regard it as cryptic, or at least as something to be worried about, because I don't think you usually post things like that, right? The sequence, the intensity that he posted with, and especially taking into account where, let's say, all the things that are going on in his life right now, it did cause people to, I can imagine that it caused people to be worrisome. And as we talked about in the previous show, and Stephen A. Smith also alluded to this, I think Stephen A. Smith was the only one that I heard talk about this. And that was his mental health. Because you must be going through some things if you think that it's okay doing what you're doing. Having money that a majority of people wouldn't even earn in their lifetimes. Some people will not even earn a fraction of what he was earning and what he was projected to earn. And to make a mistake in the car with a blicky, the first time, or at least in the club with a blicky the first time, thinking that that's okay. Okay, it was bad, but you can say he's young, he's ignorant, whatever. To do it a second month in a row, or at least second months later, in the car with the same person, the same quote unquote friend that was involved in all of his controversies, from him hitting a teenager and then showing a blicky in the summer of last year.
Wait a second. Did he show Blicky back then already?
There was an investigation going on. Yeah. But the thing is that the kid was claiming, but there was no proof, of course, because it all happened at his house.
Well, I think by now I think everyone believes the kid. I think everyone believes the kid now.
And so from all of these,
I didn't know that.
yeah, from all of these, but that was according to Stephen A. Smith. That's still under investigation. That part, you know. But from that to him going to a club, throwing money in the air, and then showing videos with you and then doing it again, and it's the same friend. Something is wrong with this guy, and I think that a lot of people they pull for him. They want him to do good because he's an electrifying player. He's one of a few players that can take over a game. He's very dominant, and so people want to see him do good. So of course people were disappointed. And knowing his age, he's pretty young, very famous, very, very wealthy, and him going through the things that he was going, and the fact that he has a blicky. I mean, it's obvious why people thought that this was concerning. They wanted to check up on him.
Yeah, so you said I think before and I think we're gonna take a short ad break after this, but I think after the ad break I want to dive into the part where you said people want to see him do good because maybe the reason he's in this situation, and I think we by chance we did a show, guys. Let me open up the channel. It wasn't 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago, we did a show discussing Rich Paul and his interview with Elliot Wilson, in which he talked about yes men and people always helping the athlete and him and them not having the how can I put it? The right guidance. Having too many yes men and people that don't give them some tough love. I'm gonna talk about this later, guys. Before we continue, of course, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button below, it really helps get our videos out there to more people, to more recommendations. I mean, we're trying to spread the word about
Yes,
Double Thought.
yes, the gospel.
And by clicking on that like button, you really help us with that. Don't forget to follow us on other socials, Instagram and Facebook at Double Thought Show. And also, don't forget to subscribe. And by pressing on the subscribe button, also down below, And also press on the notification bell so you're always notified when we drop a new video. We see right now that a big majority of you guys haven't subscribed yet. And we want to increase the amount of subscribers. Like Yoda said,
Smaller in number are we, but larger in mind.
yes, we are trying to become a bigger group, but we are still larger in mind. We're we are trying to get to a goal, RJ, right?
Yes, we're trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of June of this year, which means we have approximately 1 month to go. And we see that, I mean, we was hoping to be closer to the amount of subscribers actually, but what we do see is that seeing us out seeing us out he I mean seeing us how many people are watching, rewatching, but not subscribing. We believe that if everyone that watches and rewatches subscribe, will be there in a day. So technically speaking, it shouldn't be that. Technically speaking, it's possible, but it just takes a click, guys. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, because to you it might not seem a lot, but to us it would mean a lot, because it will get us closer to our monetization goal.
Yes. And I won't forget, welcome to all the new subscribers because we've had a couple of them this past week. So, welcome to the Double Thinker community. I hope you like it and hope you stay for the ride. And of course, close it out with what we always say at the Double Dot Show. Don't forget to share the video with your friends, family, and also your PR agent. Don't forget to share it with your coach. And also share it with your enemies so you can distract them. And
You can't change it, man. Don't change it. Don't change it. You just stick. Why did you go ahead and add the extra sentence?
oh man,
All right.
I was trying to I threw you the curveball and it worked as well. Anyway,
Now we both struck out.
well, I'm not the one pressing, but I guess what it is. It's a moment, guys.
You're not the one pressing. Ja is.
Just pressing anyone in the streets.
Ja did.
Guys, let's continue with the show. Yeah, so before the ad part, the ads, we want to
Yeah, the housekeeping.
the housekeeping. Yes, I said that I wanted to dive into a bit deeper into the part where we talk about the yes man, people actually wanting him to do good. Could that be the reason that he's doing bad now? That he has had so many people saying yes, and no one is pushing back on his fantasy, his GTA fantasy, real life GTA fantasy, which he wants to live.
Yeah. I think that he is someone that is. I think that he's. I think that plays a role. Definitely, it plays a role. He is trying to. He's trying to be someone he's not, and I think we talked about it in the last show as well. How usually people who are born in the situation, in the bad situation, in the hood, and they want to get out. And people who are born in the hood, but that, let's say, do good in school, etc., you oftentimes hear that the OGs will tell them, hey, this is nothing for you. Stay away, stay in school. We have to do this. You don't, right? In this particular case, we're talking about someone that wasn't born in the hood, that actually went at both his parents in his life. I think he even went to private school. So it's not about that life, but he's trying to get in. And what you oftentimes hear is that the OGs of the game, they will tell you they will never accept him. So he's trying to be something he's not.
Not even OGs, even the young ones.
Yeah, but yeah.
They'll
So
test them. They'll test them.
they'll test him, yeah. And what you will do is, and let's say if he goes and I mean, if he goes out and finds a real one, and the real one tests him, he doesn't know what to do. What's the first thing? What's the thing you want to avoid? A stupid guy with an arm. Because what will you do as an amateur? You will do things that he shouldn't do because he's an amateur. And there are countless stories of people who were walking around with weapons of different sorts, and they have it for security reasons. At least that's their reasoning, but they've never went to proper training school, because the first thing you learn is to stay calm.
They hold
They
it.
hold it to the side.
Hey,
They might hold it.
no trigger, no. Yo,
No trigger finger.
they keep
They
the,
will.
they keep the finger on the trigger. Joe,
They keep it locked. I mean, I mean, and what happens? Unnecessary casualties, and it's oftentimes innocent bystanders that get got.
I'll tell you this much before you continue. I didn't want to bring this up the last show, but it's a lot of times it's the people who are not about that life that hang around people that are about that life that are the victims of situations. I didn't want to mention this during last show, but I'll take an example that happened recently. Takeoff. I don't know if he was about that life, but what you always a lot of times hear of him is that he was not that kind of dude.
He was a calm guy. Everyone would say, yeah, he's
Yeah.
a cool guy. He's a
He was
chill.
a cool guy, but he was hanging around goons. And then the goons started doing weird stuff. And he's the one who got struck
Yeah.
out of all the people there.
And goons don't have anything to lose, but he did. That's what I mean. It's a shame, and it's a shame for him as well. It's a shame that he thinks that he needs to be.
He went
Eh,
that.
Yeah, he needs to be. Yeah, yeah. So running
Made up his
around.
mind a long time ago, though. Because if you're saying the incident last summer already with the kid where he's brandishing guns and basically abusing the kid, punching him or whatever he did, his mom calling him to the mall. I think because I heard the story as well. Is that the same story? Is that a different story? His mom calling him showing up with a bunch of guys trying to knock out some people. I heard that story as well.
There was that story as well. Yeah. You're right. Actually,
So,
I mean that's.
So that's why I said he is that this is who he wants to be. This is what he believes he is. And maybe that's the wrong. I'm not saying it's the wrong. Who the heck starts making millions and then starts gooning? Doesn't make it.
Well, there are more examples, but these are all people who they want to be tough for one reason or the other. Now, something else that's worth mentioning is that we didn't discuss it in the show either, last show either, but that he seemingly threw crypt signs.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. That's a good one. Yeah.
He seemingly threw crypt signs.
Crypt signs during games. He shoots up the club. 3, and then throw some. Yo, this is
Well,
like a movie, man.
if you look at it, let's talk about it for a while. Because you have California. So I have a question for you.
Mm.
California, Texas, Oklahoma, and Missouri, especially California.
Mm.
What uh, prominent gang do you find there?
You have the Crips, Bloods.
Right.
There you have
Latin kings, is that?
Latin
But
King. I think more New York, but
okay, well,
MS-13 maybe also there.
yeah. So the Crips are so majority in California,
Yeah,
Texas.
that's where they originate from. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Bloods.
From the Black Panthers, I think, right? They say that's what they say. Might be the media as well, but okay. So we're talking about West Coast, South Side, right? Ja Morant was born in North Carolina. That's the East Coast.
Maybe he's a chapter member.
It is. I mean, it's
Leader.
in the South. It's in
Leader.
the yeah. It's in.
He's starting his own. He's starting his own. Oh man. Hey man, it's this is what I mean, I don't understand, man. You cannot you're trying to live a fantasy. You play GTA every day, you listen to NBA Youngboy, and then suddenly you think, you know what? I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to be a basketball player. I want to be a street goon. You gotta
Yeah.
be out of your mind, man. And this is maybe, and I think this is the thing that Kwame Brown was trying to talk about. I think 2 years ago, where this type of messaging, the goon, and whether you agree with him or not, he was pointing out back then to Stephen Jackson, when he was basically trying to act like a tough guy. Let's put it this way.
Steven
And
Jackson. Yeah.
Stephen Jackson, yeah. What did I say?
Stephen.
Oh, yeah. Um, and he was pointing out that these guys are promoting this type of lifestyle or promoting this type of attitude that will influence the young people. And I think this is why, and this is the major. This is why NBA is enforcing. Is it NBA that enforced the his suspension, or was it the Grizzlies? Oh no, the first time was the Grizzlies. Now it's the NBA, right?
And still the Grizzlies. The NBA still need to make their decision.
They haven't made a decision yet.
No.
So that's why. So this is why they're trying to separate themselves from this type of um now this type of activities, because you're influencing kids, man. You're gonna be driving around with and it's not illegal, but it's the optics. It's all about the optics. You
Yeah.
cannot be driving around showing. Everyone knows what happens in real life if people are driving around doing that. We have seen tons of Chicago video, or even drill rappers in New York.
Yeah.
What's the guy who the drill rapper who they just locked up? He was he was driving around chasing ops.
Some people they start living in a different reality, man. It's like they think that nothing can happen to them, and
Yeah.
then things happen. But speaking of optics, KR, as I mentioned, the NBA has yet to decide what they will do to Ja, right? The Grizzlies took measures, but the verdict is still out on what will happen to Ja. We talked about Stephen A. Smith in last show saying that, according to his sources, they suspect that the NBA will suspend him for at least half a season. That's 41 games. It can be even more. Do you think? Because that's also a conspiracy that's been going around. And guys, let us know what you think. But some people think that the not only some people weren't surprised that Ja was found to be okay after the wellness check was done. Some people think that he purposefully posted the messages to try to influence the NBA's
Adam,
decision.
let,
Yeah.
let's let them play so we don't lose the big legend, the future legend.
I'm yeah. So I mean, if that is the case, and guys, again, let us know what you think, guys. Press one in the chat if you think that he meant it, and press two in the chat if you think that it was all smokescreen. But if it is true that he posted the texts without meaning them and purposefully to create unrest and to try to influence the NBA's decision, then that would be, in my opinion, even lower than what he did with the weapons in the car. I don't know how you look at it, KR.
Before I share my it's a good transition because we have an article with people responding to this.
All right.
Sean says Morant faking
Ah,
self-deletion. Yeah.
I think this.
I was trying to hit anything.
Give me a break.
Self-deletion to see if Adam Silver will let him start the season. Look at the face.
Do you believe it?
Do you believe it? I don't know.
It's
Put
just
it
like,
in your mouth. Put it in your yo. There's a song, right? From Akanyeli. Put
Oh,
it
no.
in your mouth.
I don't know. It's
What
just
else? Hey,
that's just like the player. That's just like the player. Was it Ronaldo? Or no, it was, I think, a Barcelona player who was rolling around in agony. So you know the soccer
oh yeah,
players,
he was rolling. Yes.
soccer players always fall, and then he was
Wasn't it
rolling around
Neymar? Wasn't it Neymar?
in mid roll. He did.
Let me check if the ref is watching.
Hey, should I roll one more time?
Should I shake?
Yeah.
Oh
Go.
man, but he's not the only one. People are saying I don't really want to blame him, but like it's his fault. Other people saying Larry Legend. Larry is a legend. He said now Ja wanna act self-deletish. This is how you know his butt is from the suburbs. Y'all trying to turn this into an attack on mental health. That boy ain't self-delete. He's not in self-delete mode. He is just an attention seeking. He's just attention seeking because he effed up and can't take accountability. Y'all pacify everything. Shut up. People are saying exactly. hold heat, but can't take the heat from the media. That's a good one. Hold heat, but can't take heat from the media.
Yeah.
Hey man, it is, but I don't know if it's set up, but it's the timing is quite interesting, I would say.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he is an emotional guy, I would say as well. So it does it wouldn't surprise me that he is going through a lot. I think KR, I think there are two options. Either he doesn't care or he does care. So he's going through a lot. Again, young guy, a lot of money, a lot of fame, a lot of power, a lot of influence, and bad friends. Recipe for disaster, man.
I think the last one is definitely an important in this case. I think you said it already earlier in the show. The same person who has been involved with all the cases is also the same person who is here. So Brad Friends is definitely something that's in this equation.
Yeah.
Remove it. I don't know if he's the same guy. Maybe he's already institutionalized.
But I can imagine, I can see it now, man. Ja is like, oh man, what did I do? A lot of people telling him, what did you do, man? You lost an opportunity. Don't do it. We believe in you. You can do it. Just like your shoe says, etc., etc. And then so many people on this side who are rooting for Ja. And then he makes one call to the person he seemingly wants his validation with which is his brother, is his boy. And the boy will say, F him, man. It's just money, man. They ain't about that life.
Ain't that real?
Keep it real, bruh.
We in the streets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this might have been a sympathy play, but it totally failed because people don't believe it. A lot of people are saying he's playing the sympathy card. He's trying to get some sympathy, so he either they let him play. Well, maybe they won't let him play. Maybe they'll advise him to go to a psychiatric ward. I don't know.
I don't
Who
know what
knows?
it is either. You'll
Who
probably
knows?
check. Sorry. Did you finish
No,
your thought?
No, but who knows what is behind this? At the end of the day, what is that he has to take accountability. He puts accountability in his text, in his the statement he released after suspension, but he's not. The problem is the last 6 months show clearly that this guy doesn't care. In my opinion, it's
Yeah.
gonna take much more for him to I don't know if he got his ninja wake up call yet.
Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know either. But I don't know. I think he thinks, I think he doesn't need it, actually.
Do you think he doesn't have to reach?
Because the wake up call you're referring to is when someone believes. So that's what they're referring when they use that term. It usually means that people who quote unquote act white. I don't know what that is, but you act
No.
white. Yes.
Ninja wake up calls when you hit rock bottom, man.
No, that's not that. I don't think that's what it is, though. Are you sure? I don't think that's what it is.
Well, okay.
I think usually it's when the no, I don't think that's what it is. It's when you think you're something, like Tiger Woods. He always said, no,
okay, maybe okay.
I'm
Maybe you're right. Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'm right.
Let's remove the ninja then. I don't know if he got a wake up call. Maybe it's not about color. It's about his
Yeah.
stock. Did he get a stock wake up call?
Did he reach
Or
the rock?
The stock wake up call. Maybe that's how I have to put it. It's not a ninja wake up call. It's a dog wake up call. Someone
Yeah.
cup bottom in the face. Pop.
Wake up. No, I don't think so. I think so. If you're asking, and I think that's what you're asking, so did he reach rock bottom? I think he still has a long way to go. Because we're still waiting. We're still awaiting the NBA's decision. That will definitely affect them emotionally. People will talk about it. He will probably. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he enters into a one form of rehab. There are a bunch of clinics down in California. So if he goes to
What
if
is it? What is he
so
addicted to?
well, if it goes to California, but I think it just there are a bunch of clinics because he plays in Memphis. So he plays he plays in Memphis. That's Tennessee. If he goes to there are a bunch of clinics, addiction clinics in California. So it's just that he just needs to get there. So when Cha, if you're hearing this, when you get to California,
Why would
check
he,
check in the clinic. Don't check in anywhere else.
why would you send him to Crip? To Crip's, it's Crip's home state.
But there, I mean,
And plus, so my question is, what is he addicted to? Is he addicted to the camera, or is he addicted to the blicky? And how do you remove that addiction? Like you put it in front of him,
so it's
Ja,
not.
don't touch it. Ja, you see the blicky there? Don't touch it.
No,
Is that how it works, guys? I don't know. How do you? Is there a blicky, a blicky? Anyway,
I'm just saying California because there are a lot of. I mean, California has a lot of the. I think a lot of rehab clinics, and he's definitely addicted to something.
yeah,
I don't think he's addicted to blickies. I know people who are very who are aficionados, who are very proud with big collections, but they don't do stupid things. So I don't think it has to do with the blicky itself. There are a lot of people who have and legal. I'm talking about legal arms. They
yeah,
have,
yeah.
but I don't think in his case it has. I think he's ego tripping. That's definitely something that's going on. Uh, and he's doing some dumb things. He might need a coach, a life coach. And as much as we would like to charge what life coaches charge here on the Double Touch Show, we're not life coaches. So unfortunately, we can't help with that. We're just here to provide entertainment. But yeah, I think it's. I think he is addicted to. I think he has an ego problem, for sure, because he's thinking that he's the only reason, KaiR, that you would do something like that is because you think you're higher than the rules, or because mentally, so his mental health is in such a bad place that he is acting out. So he would need to enter into a clinic to help him. I don't know. Come on.
Yo, I'll tell you this, RJ. When it comes to Ja, a clinic cannot fix stupid. You can put it. I don't know. Maybe he's not addicted to the blickies. That was, of course, a joke because indeed there are a lot of people that have big collections and that are responsible owners of blickies,
Firearms, yeah.
firearms, and whatever arsenals. They have cannons. They have RPGs.
Yeah.
Whatever. They have a they have a big arsenal. But well, I hope they can fix the whatever his problem is. Whatever um inner hole he has. He wants to fill in with the talk passion. I don't know. I hope
Yeah.
they can help him, man. This is I hope they can help him, but at the same time, I don't know if this is, like I said the previous show. Maybe I'm going towards you. Maybe I'm changing my mind. Maybe this is not Ja. Ja is just someone who lives in a fantasy world and he thinks he needs to be a tough guy. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Anything else, KR, before we proceed with the recap?
No, I don't have anything.
That's so wrong. All right, guys. In today's show, we talked about the latest developments in the Morant controversy. Last week, we talked about it. We had a previous show. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It was a good show. But in last week's show, we talked about the suspension he received for his second incident involving, or at least his second recorded incident involving a
recordings, baby.
weapon. We also talked in the previous show about two other incidents that took place, but that allegedly insinuates that he had a firearm with him. One being an incident of last summer when he was playing pickup game at his house with, amongst other, a underaged guy, a minor, and they entered into some sort of scuffle, and he slapped him hard, and afterwards allegedly flashed his firearm. But of course, the NBA is still pending. That investigation is still pending, and it's not out yet what the results are. The second incident being with the Indiana Pacers, a confrontation between the Indiana Pacers and him, or at least his clique, outside of the stadium, the arena, where people from the Indiana staff, I don't think they were players, but it was more staff members, amongst other bodyguards as well, claim that a laser was pointed. Oh, this is so crazy as I'm telling this, but a laser was pointed to them. The laser was allegedly coming out from a car where Ja was sitting in, and you guessed it, his friend, who recently published went live with a video of Ja with a blicky. So within a year's time, there was at least 4 incidents involving or allegedly involving a weapon. What has transpired in the last week is that, so as of the release of the previous show, was that, first of all, Nike decided to put Ja's shoes on. Was it on sale? The shoes are called, you cannot make this up. Was it tiredly or tirelessly? Tirelessly shooting. You can't make this up. And the shoes sold out, which led us to discuss whether or not people, NBA fans, Ja Morant fans, actually feel bad about what happened, whether they actually agree with what he did or not, or whether they think that it's not a big deal. And we think that it's not, apparently, or people might think, hey, it's a collectible because Ja's not going to play anymore. So if I have what will become limited edition shoes, I might be able to resell it. Who knows? But afterwards, Ja went on and posted some cryptic messages on IG saying, I love you, mom. I love you, dad. You're the best. We're the best, referring to his daughter. And then proceeded to say goodbye, which led people to become concerned about what has happened. with with the they became concerned for Ja and they went to conduct a wellness check, and apparently Ja was okay. But we discussed as well how a lot of people thought that that was all fake, that Ja did it just to create sympathy and to perhaps influence the NBA's decision. Whether that's the case or not, I doubt we'll ever find out. But it's not looking good for Ja, and the it's just the cesspool has just begun for Ja. I think there's more to come. So you can trust in us. If there are more noteworthy things to discuss, we will do so. So subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can, and hit the notification bell so you're up to date with any future videos relating to this topic or any other topics that you might find interesting. KR?
Yes, before I could. Oh, wait a second, guys. I think I found a brand new video of Ja brandishing. Guys, go on on YouTube and you'll find this clip. And this is called Afghan Jabili Original. And you
Jale.
see Ja with his friends out here dancing. I'll keep it here. Anyway, guys, it was a fun show. I really hope at the end that Ja can find a way to become that suburbs kid again and have fun playing the game he always loved. At the end of the day, I don't wish anyone bad unless they do bad things. And I think Ja is a misguided fool. And well, you're laughing. He is a misguided fool.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not.
He's a misguided fool, and who has lost his way, and maybe someone has to hand him a compass, slap him up the head, and show him the way. Let us know in the comments who is willing to slap him, because don't forget he's brandishing the gun. So it might be your last slap, boy.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Guys, thanks to every single one of you that tuned in to today's live show. Whatever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button, share the video with your friends, your family, and of course your enemies. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. It's necessary for us to reach our monetization goal. So subscribe if you haven't done so already and hit the notification bell so you stay up to date with the shows. Check us out on socials as well at Double Touch Show on Facebook and Instagram. As KR always says at the end of the show,
but I can only show you the door.
and after you open that door and you see a firearm, while knowing you have a firearm addiction, stay away from it. This is an advice. No, we don't give advice over here. This is just how we look at it. Guys, thank you for watching.
stay away from the
The blicky.
man. Hey guys,
From the blicky.
it's been a pleasure. We'll see each other in the next one. Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.